Sideline. Kevin Egan is there at the Camp Nou, brought to you by AT&T.
Thank you very much, Phil. Remember to use the hashtag El Clasico throughout the match. This segment is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world. And let me just say that was one of the most emotional things I've ever seen inside a sporting stadium. Every single person inside Camp Nou on their feet holding the banner. We see the huge sign saying Gracias Johan. We saw the Catalan flag, the Barcelona flag, and the Barcelona jersey with number 14. What a beautiful tribute to the great Johan Cruyff.
As you see the starting lineups, only caution away for Luis Suarez, but that was at risk in their last league game. Was able to keep his nose clean and available here today. Similar story for Casemiro in the Real Madrid starting lineup. Of course, the starting lineup's brought to you by Soccer.com. Take a look at the table right now, and it is Barcelona 76 points, Atletico a win in pocket at 70, Real Madrid at 66. Now, again on paper, it seems even with the defeat here today, Barcelona should be able to coast home, but stranger things have happened. They can pretty much slam shut any possibility for an Atleti or Real Madrid comeback here today. But they have to get it done first, and for Real Madrid, as we head into this moment of silence, perhaps a launching pad to glory to come. A moment of silence for Johan Cruyff, both as a playing legend and a coaching one for Barcelona.
As he shook his head at some of the disruptors, and it's surprising from a section of the fans. It seemed to be directed from Real Madrid fans, but it doesn't matter. They were drowned out by the predecessing wonderful tribute. And now let's get ready to rock and roll. These two footballing teams exemplifying the spirit of the football that Cruyff displayed in different ways perhaps, but world-class footballers again.
We are underway. Barcelona in their familiar Blaugrana and the all-white of Real Madrid defending the goal towards the right. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson, and glad you could join us. It is El Clasico. There is history to be made or added to. 172nd league match between these two. And Ray, 231st. 92 wins for Real Madrid, 90 for Barcelona. It is hard to separate these two in a rivalry that dates back to the turn of the last century. Out wide on the far side, Neymar checking back.
Well, for the present, Phil, wonderful look back in time. Let's think about this game that we've got on, a game of football. Nothing more, nothing less in a lot of people's eyes, but for anybody that knows Spanish football and great world rivalries, this is the pinnacle, the zenith point of two historical, socio-economic clashes. So we'll see how it turns out. Real Madrid come in, probably their best run of form. He's in. He's off.
Whistle, though, will stop them. Take a look at our starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Soccer.com. It is MSN up front. Busquets is down in pain, and he's not the only one.
There's a free ball that Pepe reaches in here. Right there. The ball's clipped clear. Don't look as if there's too much there. I would imagine that they'll be okay. There's a little bit of a step. It misses the ball and catches Sergi on the calf, and then he goes a tumble. I think they'll both be okay. As I said, Pepe's men come in arguably on the best uptick of form under Zidane, Phil. The last 4 games, they have looked as if they're getting their whole ship tightened up and together. A little bit of a calf pull, maybe. Certainly took the cleats, but certainly so did Sergi Busquets, and he looks as if he's fine now.
For Marcelo, both of these teams going with their star lineups. A star turn for Rakitic, in for Messi. Deflected by Modric. Back to Navas. Some of the Barca fans wanting a back pass. It was a good defensive
Good cover
cutoff.
from Modric here. Seeing that Messi had identified Neymar, who had peeled away on that far side from Carvajal. Great effort, but good cover from Luka. They'll need that sort of cover all game long.
Looking for
And
Benzema.
as much as anything, they'll need the vaunted BBC to be on the same page in a big way. We all know that MSN at the other side for Barcelona have been in operatic high note form.
Wide
Offside
again,
again.
the flag.
Teasing that man with the offside flag. Very close when the ball's played in lifetime. Let's take a look. Whoa, it's a bad call, Phil. Look at Marcelo on this side. He's keeping him at least a yard on when the ball is touched.
Even Sergio Ramos in the middle seems to be on the wrong side of Suarez. And for Toni Kroos, starting lineup questions, Ray. Oh, maybe not that many as we see an offside flag against Bale on the far flank. Not that many for Barcelona, other than perhaps the insertion of Andres Iniesta with a huge match against Atletico on the horizon. But for Real Madrid, so many wondering whether Zinedine Zidane would put in Casemiro at the expense of James. He has. How does that change Real Madrid?
Well, it gives them the balance that everybody's been talking about leading up. It's taken them a while to wake up to the fact that if they're going to start playing with BBC and they're the untouchables, you're going to need a stay-at-home central defender. They've got it in Casemiro. He's going to have one of the best games of his life here today and be like the little Dutch boy, covering all the holes in the dike everywhere, because you know that this midfield of Barcelona will be in support. Their midfield have got it beautifully choreographed. Rakitic, Busquets and Iniesta both defending their backline and supporting MSN. So we'll see.
Casemiro with a little push in the back. Thought he would get away with it, but no. Alejandro Hernandez, the man in the middle with the whistle. Teodoro Sobrino, Jose Naranja down the flanks, and Alexander Alemán, the fourth official.
That's just the type of challenge that Real Madrid do not want. Casemiro a little bit too anxious, a little bit too wound up, diving into a ball he had no chance of getting. It's one thing being aggressive, but he better pick and choose when he launches in against these super sharp Barcelona players in front of him.
Victor Poison. Messi will drag defense with him, trying to get it back. Deflected by Benzema, or it could have been dangerous.
Good cover by Benzema. Nice rehearsed play that. They go away from the grain, as is the situation with Barcelona all the time. Ignoring the ball into the box, playing it back for Mascherano, of all people, for a killer pass that was well covered by Benzema.
Neymar now on the right wing. Messi using him. And Suarez has gone out wide left. There's Rakitic.
That's 6 minutes in, Phil. It's been all Barcelona. It could be a bit of rope-a-dope by the Royal Whites. They've got their own lethal counter-attack.
Sweet touch from Dani Alves, deflecting off the head of Messi. Just